Guys, am I audible? Welcome, guys, to the day 6 of this day 10 of whole array series. Today, we will be solving 5 problems. So, even if you have not attended all the previous classes, still you will be able to understand all the 5 problems. So, we will be the 5 problems which we will be solving will be the sort color, best time to buy and sell stocks, next permutation, rearrange array element by sign, and the array leaders. So overall, if you're solving any array problem, you don't need any prerequisite, just a strong or just a normal 11, class 11, 12 maths is required, and normal aptitude is the thing which you require for solving this. Okay, so we will wait for 1-2 minutes and then we will be starting. And if my voice is audible, can you write in the chats that my voice is audible? So let's start with the sort color problem. So you are given an array nums with n objects and they are colored red, white or blue. And we have to sort them in place. Basically, you may have heard what is in place and what is like out place term. But many of you do not know what is in place and what is out place. So as the name suggests, in place means in place means inside. Means suppose you are giving given a space, you have to do everything inside it. Means you can't take any extra space. Means you can't take an array or something, but you can take constant extra space. Okay, constant extra space means like you can take a variable, but you can't take an array or something like that which is having a large space. Means constant space in the sense that you can take a variable and other thing. Variable you can take, but you can't take any array or something. And in the out place means you have outside. Outside means you can take extra space as well. Okay, so in place means inside, you can any extra space is not allowed, and out place means outside and you can take extra space. Okay, so here in the question it is given that suppose you have nums, and so you have to do the changes inside the nums only. You can't take any extra array. So let's read the problem. Given an array nums with an object colored red, white or blue, sort them in place so that the objects of the same color are adjacent with the color in order: red, white and blue. Basically they are saying that we have given 3 different color balls and all the color are marked 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so like they are red is basically 0 and white is 1 and blue is 2. So here we have to sort the color so that like all the zeros occur together, all the 1 occur together, all the 2 occur together. So we will be using integer 0, 1 and 2 to represent the color red, white and blue respectively. Okay, so you must solve this problem without using the sort function. So let's take this example. We have been given this array nums to let me use the red color pen. So the number is 2, 0, 2, 1, comma 1 and 0. So here what I can say is I can count how many are like I have to, what I need to do is I need to put all the zeros together. So this zeros together, all the ones together and all the twos together. So all the zeros are together, all the ones are together and all the twos are together. So how will you do so? So first thing which I can do is I can sort. If I sort them, then I can easily get this. Okay, means this is sorted order only. One more thing which I can do is instead of sorting is like I can first thing is I can do sort. So once you go to the interview, you have to explain everything from the very basic to the advanced. So first say Don't go to the optimal approach directly. First say that we can do sorting. Second, what you can do is you can count the number of zeros. You can also count the number of ones, and you can also count the number of twos. So how many zeros are there? Zero, zero. There are two number of zeros. How many number of ones are there? There are two number of ones. How many number of twos are there? There are two number of twos. So what I can do is in my final array, I can put the number of zeros 2, the number of ones will be also 2, and the number of twos will also be 2. So this is whole thing. Means first I have counted how many are number of zeros, how many are number of ones, and how many are number of twos. Then I can simply put in this array only like two number of zeros, then two number of ones, then two number of twos. This also I can do. But the better approach will be if you can explain it in this way. Let me give an example again. So 2 0 2 1 1 0. So again here what happening is that you are like moving inside the array two times. Like in the second approach, first time you are counting, first time you are traversing the array twice. Means first time you are just counting, first time you are traversing the array, and the second for counting. Okay, so like I can traverse from the left to right and I will be able to find the count. The second thing which I can do is means first I will be counting, and then in the second traversal I will be putting this number of starting. I will be put, suppose there are two zeros, then I'll put two zeros. Then how many ones are there? Two. Then I will be putting two ones. How many number of twos are there? There are two number of twos. Then I will be putting two twos. So this I will be filling. First I am counting, and second I am filling. Yeah. So these are the two things which you are doing. Okay. So in the sorting color, first what we did is, first what we have to do is we have to arrange the number in such a way that first zeros are occurring, one are occurring, and two are occurring. So what we did is first we sorted, then second sorted approach, but we can't do sorting because we have to do in place. So we can't do sorting here. So what we can do is second approach we can do is count how many zeros are there. Suppose here how many zeros are there? There is one zero. How many ones are there? One ones. How many twos are there? One twos. And then I can simply put it here. But this is not the optimal approach. Like still, if even if I am doing like this, count number of zeros, count number of ones, count number of twos, still first traverse I am doing two traversals. One traversal is for counting, and second traversal is for filling the numbers. Okay. So, like again, try some different approach to understand the optimal approach. I will tell you like this is if you want to use the optimal approach. Okay, so approach. The optimal approach will be like this. First, you will be counting what? Optimal approach means what you need. You need all the zeros in the left. What we need? Number of zeros in left, and we also need number of twos, matlab all zeros in the left and all twos in the right, all zeros in the left and all twos in the right. So simple, all number of all the zeros will be in the left and all the twos will be in the right. So this how we can achieve like this. So what I can do is, let's first think upon this. All zeros in the left, how will you put all the zeros in the left? 202 110. What will you do is, I will have a two pointer. Okay, one pointer will be here, which is like start, and another pointer will be I. As soon as I am finding zero, I will be swapping zero with the error of I with error of start. Means as I find zero, I will be I will be just swapping the error of I with error of start. It simply means, suppose I am here at I position. ठीक है. So it is not 0, then I'll move I. Is it 0? Yes, it is 0. Then what I will be doing is I will be swapping error of I and error of start. Why? Because I wanted 0 at the starting position. So what will happen here? Here I will be getting here 0 and here I will be getting 2. And start will also move again. Why? Because start is just pointing to the next element of 0. Means start is just like if I am putting here 0, then where this start will point, if another 0 come, where will I have to put? So if another 0 in the future, if another 0 will come, I will be putting it at this point. So this is start is an indicator that where you have to put 0. So I'll move I here. Is this 0? No. I will again move I here. Is it 0? No. I'll again move this I here. Is it 0? No. I will again move here I. Is it 0? Yes. Then I'll swap the error of start with error of I. So this will be 0 and this will be 2. So all the zeros are sorted here. Are you able to understand this, guys? Here what we got, all zeros are sorted. Again I'll explain this just our pass, okay, so that it doesn't waste time. 110. So what I did is, this is a start. This start is indicating where I want my 0 to be, because I want all my zeros to be in the left position, and this is I. Okay, I means I will traverse the whole array. Is this 0? No, this is not 0. So I'll again move I here. Is it 0? Yes, it is 0. So 0 should be where? 0 should be at the start position. Means at the start will indicate where my 0 should be. So this I will be swapping both. Here it will be 0, here it will be 2. And I will move I ahead and I will also move start. Why? Because start is indicating if 0 comes, put it here. Okay. So is it 0? No. Is it 0? No. Is it 0? No. Is it 0? Yes, this is 0. If there is a 0, then what I need to do is I need to swap again the start and I, because this 0 need to be at the start position. Start is indicating where 0 should be there. So this will be 0 and this will be 2. Again what will happen? I will move and again this start will also move. So I hope it is clear. By this traversal, all the zeros will be moved to the left position. Is it clear, guys? If it is clear, you can reply it in the chats. And then I'll, in the second traversal, what I'll do is I will move all 2's to the right. First I moved all the zeros to the left, then the second traversal I will move all the 2's to the right. How will I move all the 2's to the right? Suppose now what my array is 0, 0, 2, 1, 1, and again this is how much? This is 2. And I'll move all the 2 to the right. How will it be possible? Again what I want, the 2 should be here. Okay, so start, again I can say that this is start 2. It indicates where I want my 2 to be. Okay, so I want all the 2's to be here. Then again I'll traverse from here to here, from this point to this point. Or you can even traverse from this to this, but it's better to traverse from here to here, so that like it's better to, where you have your start to, you will have to start traversing from this point. Like I wanted all my 2's to be from this direction, so I will be moving from here this direction to the, from the right to the left. If it is clear, guys, you can message in the chat. Otherwise, how will I know that you are able to understand, or even if it is a lag or something? Like in the previous class there was a lag and I was not able to know even that there is a lag. So just writing hi, or if you are able to understanding good, then it will make the class more interactive, I think. So I'll move from this J from here to here. Okay, so like why I am moving J from the right to left? Because my start 2 is at the right position. I want my 2 at the right position. Start 2 is indicating where my 2 should be there. I think this is clear. So now what will happen is this J to this point J. So let's start. I am starting at this point J. Is it 2? Yes, it is 2. This is 2 na. So I'll swap this error of J with start only. Okay, so like I'll swap, because this is 2, so I will swap J with start 2. Okay, so this will be swapped with itself. So it will be becoming 2. Why I swap? Because I don't know anything. I just want to see what is error of J. And if error of J is 2, swap ARR of 2, ARR of j with start 2, because start 2 is indicating where my 2 should be. So I'll simply swap ARR of j and ARR of a start 2. When I will swap this, if ARR of j is equals to 2, then I will be doing the swap. Okay, and again what I will be doing is I will be just yeah, and then I'll move both j and both start 2, then j minus minus and start 2 minus minus. Why? Because start 2 is indicating where 2 should be. If again I am finding 2, then the 2 should be at this point. So is it 2? No. So j will move here. Is it 2? No. So j will again move to the left position. Is it 2? Yes. So where 2 should be is indicated by start 2. So I'll just simply swap ARR of j and ARR of start 2, and then I'll move again start 2 here. Again I'll move. Is it 2? No. Is it 2? No. So again j will be crossing here. So now you can see that all the 2's are at the right position. So what happened? My final it will be 0 0 1 1 and 2 2. Yeah. So like I have to, if I have to write the pseudo code here, I am doing two traversals. First traversal I am doing from left to right. Second traversal I am doing from right to left. And then in both the scenarios I am getting what? Like I am able to solve it. So first I have to traverse from left to right, left to right. And in this traversal I am making zeros at the left. Zeros will be at left. And then in the second traversal, this is the first traversal. Okay, so I'll move from left to right, and I will, by doing this I will make all the zeros at the left. So what I need to do is, in the same this thing which we did, we took a variable start and then we moved I from here from the left to the right. So what we need is a variable in start. We can just simply name start1 equals to 0. Okay, and then we need int I equals to 0. So we will move I for int I equals to 0, I less than n, comma I plus plus. This I will move from where? From 0 to n. And simply I will check if, if ARR of I, if it is equals to 0, then what I'll swap? I'll swap ARR of I and ARR of start. Why? Because ARR of start 1. Because start 1 is indicating where my zeros should be. Because 0 should be at the left position and start 1 is at the left. Then what I need to do is I need to simply start 1 will also increase plus plus. Okay, and I will not change I because I is already increasing here. Okay, so simple this. By doing this, what I will be getting is all the zeros will be at the left position. Okay, and similarly I will have to also traverse from right to left, right to left. By doing this traversal, what will I do is all the ones will be in the left, so all the ones will be in the right position. So let's again do this. So again what will happen? Int start2 equals to 0, start2 equals to 0, int again I can take int I equals to 0, and then I'll move for int I equals to n minus 1, I greater than equals to 0, I minus minus. If ARR of I So a start to sorry here I made a start to will be at the rightmost position. No? Start to will be at n minus 1, and I also, like here I have taken, so don't need to, for int I equals to n minus 1. Here also don't need to take I again, okay, because I am again moving from like here I is initialized na here. In for loop inside I is initialized, so you don't need to write initialize I at this point. Here also if error of I is equals to 2, then simply I'll also swap. If error of I equals to 2, simply swap error of I and error of start 2, and then I will start to minus minus. See, simple. What is happening if error I is equal to 2? I need to move the error of I, means I need to move that if it means the 2 at that index to the right position. That is why I am swapping error of I and error of start 2, and then start 2 will decrease, and I is always decreasing because like I am traversing from the right to the first position. If I am finding 2, I am moving that 2 to the right position. So by this, what will happen ki all 2 will move right. So what is happening is this whole pseudocode, are you guys who are watching it live, are you able to understand this pseudocode? So if you are able to understand, you can write it yes in the chats. Or yeah. So first I will be doing it what I am traversing. I am moving all the zeros in the left position. Here this traversal will move all the zeros in the left, this traversal. Okay? And similarly same thing, here I am traversing from left to right position. Here what will happen, all I am moving, all the twos will move right. Here all the twos will move right, so I am moving from the right to the left. Okay, so Rocky, is this clear, this whole explanation? So here I am traversing two times. I am traversing first time here, and again I am traversing here. Traversing here. Second time. So what I am doing is I am doing two time traversal. First time the traversal was from left to right, and second time the traversal is from right to left. But again the interviewer will ask you, see, count again, this is, you have used traversal two times, you have traversed the array two times. First traversal was from here to here, second traversal was from here to here. In the first traversal you sorted all the zeros, in second traversal means you, in the first traversal you are moving all the zeros to the left, in the second traversal you are moving all the twos to the right. Then but if I am asked to do this in the first traversal, so see, I have explained everything which you need to do in the interviews, and the interviewer will be very happy if you are able to explain all the four approaches. I have taught you sorting, which was the first approach. Then second was counting, where you just count the number of zeros, number of ones, and number of twos. These were the two basic approach, but again you have to explain these two approach in the exam, sorry, in the interview. And then this third was a swapping, means traversal approach, where you are traversing two times. Now what you have to do is you have to just traverse in one time. How will you just traverse the array one time, and the array will get sorted? Okay, so 0, the original array was 202 110, 202 11 and 0. So now here what is happening? Again, now you have to just do one traversal. So what you wanted, you want all the zeros to be here, all the twos to be here, isn't it? So let's put start one here and start two here. So here all the zeros will be at the, means at the here, and all the twos should be at this point. Okay. So what I need to do is, suppose I am traversing from this position I. So if I am getting any two, I will be moving that 2 in the this position. Simple. If I am finding any 0, I will move to the start 1 position. Start 1 indicate where my zeros should be. Where my zeros should be. and start 2 indicates where my 2's should be. So I hope it is clear, guys. Start 1 indicate where my 0 should be. If I am finding 0, move it to the disposition. Where if I am finding 2, move it to the disposition. So I think this is only the algorithm. Okay, so it is just you need to do like this. So yeah, so let's do a dry run and it will be becoming more clear, and this is simple. I don't need to explain it more further. Yeah, 202 and 110. So here it is a start 1 and here it is a start 2. So let's, I am at this point I. So is it 0? What it is? It is 2. So where it should be? It should be at the start 2 position. So I'll swap. I'll move 0 here and I'll move 2 here. Okay, is it clear, guys? Yeah, because this was 2. I moved where? I moved this 2 to the start 2 position. Okay, and then what happened is again I got 0. Okay, so this is a problem which I will be facing, because suppose, see, here it was 2. So I moved the 2 at this point, isn't it? But what happened? 0 came here. So if 0 comes here, I means after doing the swap, I can't move this I here if it is 2. Why? Because there is a problem, because I am seeing in this direction. I am here and I am moving in this direction. I don't know what number was here. Why? I don't know what number, because here it was 0. So when I did a swap, I came 0 here. So if I move this I to this point, there can be some issues. Okay, means like suppose there is again what happens. Suppose this is 2 and here we also have 2. Okay, here we also have 2. Now what will be the problem? Simple, I am here traversing at I point. I saw 2. जैसे ही I saw 2, what will I say? This is 2. So what I need is I'll simply swap this with this point, because this 2 should be at the right. So what will happen? These 2 will come here and this 2 will go here. Okay, and again if I move I here, the problem will be that, see, this 2 will again remain at this position. So what you need to do is, suppose if I am getting any 2, then again what I can get, what I can do is, if I am getting, suppose, see, if I am getting this 2 here, what I will be simply doing is, I will be simply swapping these 2 with this 2. So again this 2 will be here, this 2 will be here. But I will not be move, and then this start 2 will decrease. Start 2 will become here. Why? Start 2 means, start 2 is indicating if in future any 2 comes, then start 2, then where I will be pushing that 2. Start 2 indicate कि अगर 2 आएगा तो 2 को कहाँ पे रखेंगे. अगर तो एक तो 2 यहाँ पे आया, तो अब अगर कोई और 2 आएगा तो हम 2 को कहाँ रखेंगे? यहाँ पे रखेंगे. ठीक है, तो हम I को आगे नहीं लेके जाएंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि हम 2 मतलब, बिकॉज अगर 2 था तो क्या हुआ कि स्वैप करने के बाद भी वापस से 2 आ गया. तो अगर हम आगे बढ़ा देंगे तो ये 2 छूट जाएगा. तो इसलिए हम क्या करेंगे कि अगर अगर यहाँ पे 2 आया तो हम शांति से I को आगे नहीं बढ़ाए, I यहीं पे रहा. अब क्या करेंगे कि अब एक और बार स्वैप कर दिया, तो यहाँ पे क्या आ गया? क्योंकि यहाँ पे 2 था ना, तो हम यहाँ पे 2 को कहाँ भेजेंगे? स्टार्ट 2 में भेजेंगे. तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 1, यहाँ पे आ जाएगा हमारा 2. ठीक है, अब स्टार्ट 2 आगे हो गया. अब हमने क्या किया? अब क्या है ये? अब मतलब देखो, यहाँ पे 2 था तो हमने आगे नहीं बढ़ाया I को. I स्टिल यहाँ पे है. जब तक 2, अगर यहाँ जब तक 2 आपका मतलब जब तक 2 रहेगा, आप I को आगे नहीं बढ़ाओगे. ठीक है, अब क्या है? दिस इज 1. जैसे ही 1 आया, आपने I को आगे बढ़ाया. You just swapped I here. See, now what happens? 0 comes. As soon as 0 come, where will the 0 be? 0 will be at the start 1 position. यहाँ पे होना चाहिए 0. So you will swap this and this. So here it will be 0. And here I have what? I had a 1 here, no? So I will be moving that 1 here. Okay, क्योंकि previously यहाँ पे 1 था, तो हम क्या किए कि like यहाँ पे 0 आया तो I swap this and this. Okay, so 0 why I swap this? Because 0 should be at the start 1. तो start 1 में 0 आ गया. अब यहाँ पे 1 आ गया, अब start 1 भी आया means start 1 indicate if 0 comes in the future, where will I put it? So I already have 0 in this position, so if any more 0 comes, I will make those 0 in the start 1 position. Now what will happen? Here I have then this I, this is 1. As soon as it is 1, I'll move this I again here, because this is not 0, this is not 2. Again this I is here, so this I is what? This I is 2. जैसे ही I 2 आया, what I need to do is I need to again swap with the start 2 position. Start 2 indicates कि अगर 2 आएगा तो हम यहाँ पे रखेंगे, तो यहाँ पे 1 आया और यहाँ पे 2 आ गया, ठीक है. स्टार्ट 2 यहाँ आया, बिकॉज अब मतलब क्या, 2 तो रख दिए स्टार्ट 2 पे, तो अगर इन फ्यूचर 2 आएगा तो 2 को हम लोग रखेंगे स्टार्ट 2 में और I को हम लोग यहाँ पे रखेंगे. बट यू कैन सी कि हमने क्या किया कि I जो है वो स्टार्ट 2 को क्रॉस कर गया है. I स्टार्ट 2 को क्रॉस कर गया है, मतलब स्टार्ट 2 क्या इंडिकेट करता था कि हम लोग को 2 जो है वो रखना है कहाँ पे, राइट में. बट स्टार्ट 2 यहाँ पे है, इसका ये मतलब है कि all these positions already have 2s, so that is why I won't find anything else, so that is the reason I will be stopping at that point. I'll explain this example again, but I hope it is a little bit clear what is happening. Again I'll explain this. Okay, so let's again explain this example. So here, see, my original array is this 2 0 2 1 1 0. So I want all my zeros to be at the start 1 position, all my 2s to be at the start 2 position. So I'll traverse from I this to this. So what will happen is, again let's check here. So it is 2 0 2 1 1 and 0. So my start 1 is at this position and my start 2 was at this position, ठीक है, and my I is at this position. So what is this element? This element is 2. So where will I put this 2? I will put this 2 in the start 2 point. Okay, so I will be swapping this, because 2 should be at the start 2. Start 2 indicate where my 2 should be, because this is 2. So I'll swap this and this. So what will happen? This start 2 will be containing 2. And then what I need to do is, normally क्या होता है कि हम I को आगे बढ़ा देते हैं, I move I, but यहाँ start 2 will move here. Why? Because if any future 2 comes, I'll be putting the 2 in this position. So now I'll move I, but because I have previously what it was, previously it was 2 ना, so that is why I will not move I. Okay, so I will again remain here because previously यहाँ पे 2 था, क्योंकि इन फ्यूचर मतलब क्यों ऐसा नहीं किया, जैसे देखो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ कि हम यहाँ से आगे ट्रेवर्स कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसे एलिमेंट हो सकते हैं, अगर हम I को आगे जैसे 2 को मैंने क्या कि डायरेक्टली स्वैप कर रहे हैं राइट वाले से, तो राइट में कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है कि जैसे अगर यहाँ पे 2 होता, 0 की जगह 2 होता, तो यहाँ पे 2 आ जाता और I को आगे बढ़ा देते तो ये 2 छूट जाता. इसीलिए हम क्या किए कि अगर यहाँ पे 2 है और हम स्वैप करके कुछ आगे वाली चीज जिसको हमने नहीं देखा है उसको हम उस पोजीशन पे लेके आ रहे हैं, इसीलिए हम I को आगे नहीं बढ़ाएंगे. तो अगर मेरे पास 2 है तो हम स्वैप तो कर देंगे स्टार्ट 2 के साथ, बट हम I को आगे नहीं बढ़ाएंगे, सिंपल, ठीक है. मतलब I am not moving I if my I was pointing at the element 2. I swap, but still I will not increase I because I am swapping with the right element and I don't know what is the right element, क्योंकि हम तो यहाँ से ट्रैवर्स कर रहे हैं ना, हम तो इधर लेफ्ट से ट्रैवर्स कर रहे हैं, मुझे क्या पता कि राइट में क्या था. इसलिए हम जो है अगर यहाँ पे 2 आया तो उसको हम मतलब I को आगे नहीं बढ़ाएंगे. तो अगेन I is at this position. So what is happening that I'll check I, what is I, this is 0. So 0 को कहाँ रखना था, start 1 पे रखना है, तो I'll swap again error of start 1 and error of I. So this will again I will swap error of, because start 1 indicates where my 0 should be. Okay, so I'll simply start 1 and I, मतलब I am swapping this 0 with means error of start and error of I am swapping. तो मतलब इसी एलिमेंट को स्वैप करना है तो 0 का 0 ही रहेगा. फिर start 1 will move ahead and again I will be also moving here. So this is again 0. So if it is 0, what I need to do, I don't need to देख इंडेक्स के बारे में नहीं सोचो, don't think about the index, just think if I am getting 0, I will swap error of I and error of start 2. So again, this will be sorry, if it is 0, I will be swapping ARR of I and ARR of a start 1. So I'll simply swap this. Okay. So now with start 1, so both are at the same position, तो उससे कोई issue नहीं है. This 0 will be here. Again, I will be moving here. So what will happen? And start 1 will also move here. Because ये 0 मतलब अब because 0 is already present ना, start 1 will indicate where my next 0 should be. So next 0 should be at this position. But this is 2. As it is 2, what I need to do is I need to swap this 2 with the start 2 position. Because start 2 indicate where my 2 should be. This will be 1, this will be 2. And then start 2 will increase. Start 2. But will I increase? No, I will not increase. Why? Because because originally it had 2. So and I swap with the future element, because means I swap with this one. I don't know what it could be. So that is why I will not be increasing I, because it was 2. So now I'll check what is I. This is 1. If it is 1, you don't need to do anything. You just need to move I here. And then this is 1. I don't need to do anything. I'll need to move I. But see, I has crossed start 2. I has crossed start 2, मतलब start 2 इंडिकेट कर क्या कर रहा है, इससे start 2 से जितने भी पहले एलिमेंट है वो पहले से ही 2 है. तो जब पहले से ही 2 है तो you don't need to do anything. Okay, so you have to stop. So is it clear, guys? Rocky, is it clear? So should I write the pseudocode here? So any people who is watching live, is it clear? Yes, sir. Okay. So let me write the pseudocode. Pseudocode is also very easy. जैसे जैसे बोला है वैसे वैसे ही मतलब if you are able to understand the concept, pseudocode is not that difficult. Yeah. So Rocky, am I explaining the things more than what it should be explained? Like आपको पहले से समझ में आ गया था चीजें, ज़्यादा over explain कर दिया क्या मैंने? In start 1 equals to 0 and in start 2 should be equals to ARR dot size minus 1. Then what I need to do is I need to have a traversal variable int I equals to 0, and this while I is less than or equals to start 2, because if I crosses start 2, all the elements are already 2 at that point. ठीक है. So now what will happen is, if I is greater than equals to start 2, then you will be checking if ARR of I, if it is equals to 1, then you don't need to do, you need to just increase, you just need to increase I plus plus. ठीक है, कुछ नहीं करना. If ARR of I, if it is equals to 0, then you need to swap ARR of I and ARR of start 1. Why you need to swap? Because start 1 indicates where my 0 should be. So this start 1 will increase plus plus. If, and again if I have to check if here I will also increase start 1 and I will also increase I plus plus. If ARR of I is equals to 2, then again I will swap ARR of I and ARR of start 2, and then I will simply do start 2 minus minus, and I will also decrease I minus minus. I will not decrease I को कुछ नहीं करेंगे. If ARR of I is equals to 2, what you need to do is यहाँ पे like do one more thing. जैसे if के बाद there should be else if and there should also be else if. Okay, so like if ARR of I equals to 1, you are simply increasing I plus plus. Else if error of I equals to 0, you are swapping with start 1, because start 1 is indicating where my 0 should be, and you are also increasing I plus plus. But if error of I equals to 2, you are also swapping error of I and error of start 2, and you are decreasing the start 2 minus minus, but you are not changing the I. Okay, so this is basically the pseudocode of one traversal. I hope it is clear, Rocky, and the other people who will be watching it recorded. Okay, so let's move on to the next problem, which was best time to buy and sell stocks. Okay, so here you are given an array prices where prices I is the price of the given stock on the ith day. You want to maximize the profit by choosing a single day to buy stocks and choosing a different day in the future to sell the stock. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any profit, return 0. Okay, so you are given an array price. This is a price. Price is indicating is the price of the given stock on the ith day. This is the price of the stock on the ith day. You want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell the stock. Means you will be choosing a particular day to buy one stock, and you will be choosing a different day in the future to sell the stock. Okay, so I will be choosing one particular day where I will be buying it, and I will be choosing another where I will be selling it. We have to return the maximum profit which you can achieve. सिंपल है कि स्टॉक्स खरीदो और स्टॉक्स को बेचना है, और आपको मैक्सिमाइज करना है अपना. यू हैव टू मैक्सिमाइज योर प्रॉफिट. सो लाइक if I buy my stock here, suppose at 1, where should I sell it? If I am buying it here, I will be selling it 6. It's no normal thing, so profit will be 5. If I am buying it 7, so if I buy it 7, then where should I sell? If I am buying it 7 and I am selling it any point, I am just making loss only, isn't it? So like if you will not make any profit. If you buy it 5, where should you sell it? If you sell it 6, then you will be making a profit of 1. Otherwise, you will not be making a profit. Suppose I am buying it 5, so I am thinking about this selling. Okay, so how will I approach this problem? Simplest thing is this: I will be trying to buy it as minimum price as possible. So I will be writing it. I will be trying to buy. I will be trying to buy at as minimum price as possible. Price as possible. ठीक है? And every day, suppose I am at this point and I want to sell at this point 1. Okay, I want to sell at this point, so I should have bought previously. So I will try to find the minimum. So if I sell at 1, I will be making a profit of -6 because I had to buy at 7. If I sell at this point, so what I can say is I can choose the minimum along the previous thing. So if I am at here, I will have to choose the minimum. So minimum is what? Minimum is 1. So the profit will be, if I sell on this day, the profit will be 4. If I am at here, I will be checking these 3 things. Okay, which is minimum? Again, minimum is 1. So I will be making a profit of 2. If I sell on this day, again I have to choose the minimum of it. Minimum will be 1. So I will, if I sell it this, means when the price is 6, then I'll get a profit of 5. Suppose I am at here, I need to sell. So when should I buy? I should buy again at 1. So if I sell on day 4, the maximum profit I can make is of 3. So out of these, which is maximum? The maximum is 5. So what you are doing is you are always checking. Okay, so what you are doing is you are always checking. First you were checking, suppose you were at this point, you were checking this. Suppose you are at this point, you are checking all these things. So what I need to do is I just need to store a variable called minimum so far. I just need to calculate the minimum. Once I calculate the minimum so far, I don't need to always pre-calculate. Suppose that I am this point and I have minimum so far, so I will be buying at that price only. So that is why you need to maintain minimum so far. Okay, suppose I am in this point, so I have to maintain minimum so far. Otherwise, what was happening, I was, if I am selling at this, I was checking from here to here, so there was too many redundant checking which was being done. So how to write, so this is the whole thing. So the which will be the first day where you will be selling, so I will be selling on the day 1. So the first day where I will be selling will be the day 1. Okay, so I will be selling on the day 1, and when I will be buying, I can buy from the previous days. Okay, so I will maintain a variable which will be checking minimum so far. The minimum, what was the price where I should have bought it. So see, this is very simple. First you will be checking ki if I sell on these day, what maximum price I will make. I will be trying to buy at minimum price as possible. I need to maintain minimum so far, and I, on every day from day 2 I will be checking what is the maximum profit which I can make. Which I can make. So now simply what we will be doing is, first what I did is, I need firstly I will be trying to buy at minimum price as possible. I need to maintain minimum so far. So let's take a variable name minimum so far. Okay, and what will be the minimum so far will be like what is the minimum price which I will be buying so far. So suppose I am at I can sell only on day 2. I can sell on day 2. So minimum so far will be what? At the start, the minimum will be this price, because I can sell it these 2 months. I have to buy something na, for selling. So what will I buy? I will always have to buy the first thing. If I want to sell on the second day, I will have to buy on the first day. Okay, so minimum so far initially will be error of 0. Why? Because I am selling from the second day, I am not selling from the first day. So now let's iterate the array for int I equals to 2. Why? Why 2? Because on the first day I can only buy, I can't sell. Okay. For selling something, you should have to buy something. So that minimum so far will tell me what I am buying. So for int I equals to 2, I less than n, I plus plus, simply I'll check how much profit I am making. Profit is equals to maximum of what. Suppose there is a profit variable also. This profit initially will be 0. Means initially I am not making any profit. But this profit will store max of this. Max of the profit, comma. If I sell on this day. If I sell on this day means if I sell on error of I. So this I will be getting. And what is the price of the minimum which I have, minimum so far is indicating that this is the minimum which I have got till this particular day. So IRR of I minus minimum so far, and I will be updating the minimum so far will be minimum so far will be minimum so far comma ARR of I. This simply indicate I will be iterating from int I equals to 2, I less than an I plus plus. What I will be doing is at each particular day I am getting, this is my selling price. Minimum so far is this way I am taking ki what is the minimum so far. Means agar I am it this I is equals to 5, so I will be finding out from I equals to 0, say I equals to 4, what was minimum so far. Okay, and then I am always then, because if I am buying at the ith day, means if I am selling at the ith day, sorry, if I am selling at the ith day, I should have to buy it before. Once I am calculating the profit, and then I am updating minimum so far. So minimum so far will be minimum so far comma ARR of I. Yeah, so this is the whole pseudocode, and then at the last I will have to return the profit. So Rocky, are you able to understand this? If you are able to understand, then I can move on to the next problem, or otherwise I can explain it once more. Okay, so let's move on to the next problem. And let me check what is the time complexity. Time complexity, because I am just iterating a single time, so the time complexity will be order of n. Because I am iterating, I am moving in the array only once. Okay, so that is why the time complexity will be order of n. So now let's move on to the next problem, which is this is the most difficult problem which we will be studying today, and this is also called permutation. If you are able to understand, this is in arrays playlist. I think there are only 3 4 which is difficult question, and I found it that it is one of the most difficult one. Okay, so let's start with this. This is the next permutation question. A permutation of an, let's understand this. What is the question saying? A permutation of an array of integer is an arrangement of its member into a sequence of line order. For example, array 1 2 3 has the following permutation, like 1 2 3 1 3 2 2 1 3 2 3 1 and 3 1 2 3 2 1. Means they are saying a permutation of an array is integer and an arrangement of its member into a sequence of linear order. For example, array 1 2 3, the following are all the permutations of arrays. These are the permutations of arrays. Suppose I have array 1 2 3. So what will be the permutation of the array? The permutations of the array will be, means इसके बाद क्या होगा? Suppose one I have 1 2 3. इसके बाद जो next number आएगा that will be 1 3 1. And what will be the next number from 1 3 1? The next number, sorry, 1 3 2. What will be the again next number? Just bigger number than 1 3 2. It will be 2 2 1 3. What is just bigger number from here? It will be 2 3 1. What is just bigger number from here? It will be 3 1 2. And what is the number which is just bigger than this? It will be 3 2 and 1. So I hope you are able to understand what is the meaning of next permutation. So the next permutation of an array is the next lexicographically greater permutations of this of its integer. More formally, if all the permutations of the array are sorted in one minute, let me again check. So let me again check here. The next permutation, yeah. So most formally, if all the permutations of the array are sorted in one container according to their lexicographic order, then the next permutations of the array is the permutation that follow the sorted container. Means suppose I am at this point. I am at 2 1 3, and I am asking what will be the next permutation. So the next permutation will be 2 3 1, because it is saying that if all the permutations of the array are sorted in one container according to their lexicographical order, the next permutations of the array is the permutation that follows it in the sorted container. If such arrangement is not possible, the array must be rearranged to the lowest possible order. So if it is not possible, then the array should be rearranged to the lowest possible order. Suppose I am at this 3 2 1. What will be the next permutation? बिकॉज इसके आगे तो कुछ भी नहीं है ना, तो नेक्स्ट परम्यूटेशन विल बी सिंपली दिस 1 2 3. ओके, तो अगर अगर 2 1 3 से आगे बोला तो ये 2 3 1 बता देना. 2 3 1 से आगे बोला तो 3 1 2. 3 1 2 से आगे बोला तो इट विल बी 3 2 1. अब 3 2 1 से आगे क्या है? 3 2 1 से आगे जो है वो है दैट इज 1 2 and 3. So if such arrangement is not possible, the array must be rearranged in the lowest possible order. For example, the next permutations of 1 2 3 is 1 3 2. The next permutations of array 2 3 1 is 2 3 1 के आगे क्या है? 3 1 2, like this. Given an array nums, find the next permutation of num, and the replacement must be what? In place. and use only constant extra memory. So the replacement should be in place, and use in place means inside the place means it can't use any extra memory. So this is only the thing. So इसका logic समझ में आ जाएगा तो you will be easily able to code. So what will be the logic? This is just, it can come in any aptitude type of exam. Okay. So tell me, like anyone, what can be the logic of it? So suppose I am at this 1, 2, 3. How I found out the next greater number? How I find out? अब मैंने देखा कि 1, 3, 2 है, तो इससे मैंने देखा कि 2, 3, 1 आ रहा है ना, सॉरी 1, 3, 2 आ रहा है. कैसे आ रहा है? दैट इज द थिंग. इफ यू आर एबल टू फाइंड आउट कि 1, 2, 3 के जस्ट आगे क्या होगा, तो इसका एक ट्रिक होता है. नॉर्मली सपोज दिस आई एम एट 3 पोजिशन, ठीक है, तो सपोज लाइक हाँ या 3, तो आप यहाँ से यू विल बी स्टार्टिंग एट दिस पोजिशन एंड यू विल बी फाइंडिंग कि लाइक 3 कि अगर मतलब 3 से छोट, मतलब यहाँ पे 3 है, सपोज लाइक दिस. टेक अनदर एग्जांपल. आई विल बी एक्सप्लेनिंग अ बिगर एग्जांपल व्हिच इज मच बेटर. सुलोचना, लाइक मेरे को समझ नहीं आता है. भैया आप डीएसए को इतना इजी बना देते हो, मेरे को समझ नहीं आता है. सो इफ आई एम स्टिल इवन इन मेकिंग इट इजी, बट स्टिल यू आर नॉट वाचिंग द होल लेक्चर फ्रॉम द स्टार्ट, Sulochana. So, if you will be following my lectures and then you will be coding it yourself, then you will be able to understand this. So, let's again think 3, 2, 1. So, let's take bigger example. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Or suppose this is 7, 6, 5. What I was explaining is simple. अब इसका next permutation क्या है? If someone tells you what is the next permutation of it, what will you tell? Next permutation is what? So ये तेरा मतलब नंबरिंग के हिसाब से देखोगे तो इसका जो आगे नेक्स्ट परम्यूटेशन होगा वो होगा समथिंग लाइक 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this will be 2. I think this will be the no 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. हाँ, फिर उसके बाद क्या आएगा? 4, फिर 5, 6, 7 and 2. Yes, 5, 6, 7. This is only the next permutation. Next, इससे 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 जस्ट बड़ा नंबर जो होगा वो ये होगा. Okay, so tell me guys, what is the just the next permutation of this? And basically, array, Sulochana or any all the people who are watching, normally in arrays problem, like what is the problem is that you are not following order wise. Like suppose you are seeing you are solving a DP problem or a recursion problem without solving array problem. Array problem is means for the beginners you have to start with the arrays, and before and even if you are facing problem in arrays, then you need to solve more number of problems from the arrays. Okay, so start with the arrays and then start in a pattern, like you watch all my classes, try to solve the problem, and if you are still facing problem, try to solve as many problems as possible, try to solve easier problems. Okay, and whatever, this is simply logic. Okay, you are just in arrays problem, you are just implementing the logic, and this logics are not that means it's not, this problem is little bit difficult, but all the remaining problems which I will be teaching is not that difficult. So again, C1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. So here, the next permutation was this. How can you find from this number to this number? If you are able to explain this can come in aptitude question also. If you are giving any aptitude, then they can just say, after this, what will be the next number? So the next number will be this. Suppose I am at here. Let's again take this 1, 2, 3. The next number was 1, 2, 3. Let me again give you a hint. If I am at here 1, 2, 3, I can easily tell that after this, the next bigger number will be what? It will be 1, 3, 2. After this, the next bigger element will be 2, 1, 3. After this, the next bigger element will be 2, 3, 1. After this, the next bigger element will be 3 1 2, and it will be 3 2 1. So 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7, and this is 2. Any bigger number than 2 is no one. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is correct. I also made a mistake. It is 1 3 4 2 है ना, तो यहाँ पे 4 2 ही होगा. Okay, yeah, sorry, 4 2. Yeah, this is correct. 4 2 5 6 7. Okay. So like how did you find it? So yeah, 1 2 4 2 5 6 7. सो बिकॉज टू जो है वो लास्ट में नहीं रहेगा, टू पहले आएगा, क्योंकि ये टू का जो वैल्यू है वो तो व्हाट यू आर फाइंडिंग, हाउ विल यू डू दिस? सो व्हाट यू डू इज you start from the left and you try to find key where the number are decreasing. See, 4 से 5 is increasing, 5 to 6 is also increasing, 6 to 7 is increasing, so they are all increasing numbers. So you don't need to do anything, they are increasing numbers. But at this point, after 7 it is decreasing. Okay, so see here, after 3 it was decreasing, after 2 it is increasing, and then it is decreasing here at 1. Here it was decreasing at 2. From 3 again it is decreasing, again 1 it is increasing to 3, but again it is decreasing at 2. मतलब 1 से 3 बढ़ा, फिर इसका डिक्रीज हुआ. कहाँ डिक्रीज हुआ, दैट आई हैव टू टेक केयर. 2 से 1 यहाँ डिक्रीज हुआ. फ्रॉम 1 इट इज इंक्रीज एंड अगेन इट इज इंक्रीज ओनली. ठीक है, तो 3 मतलब यहाँ पे डिक्रीज हुआ ही नहीं. ठीक है, तो सी व्हाट हैपेंड कि यहाँ से 3 से फिर क्या हुआ कि डिक्रीज हुआ 2 पे. इट डिडंट इंक्रीज फ्रॉम 3, इट डिक्रीज टू 2. तो व्हाट विल आई डू इज दिस 2. ठीक है, इसको आप क्या करोगे, 1 2 3 और यहाँ पे 3 है. ठीक है, तो आप पहले अब ये जो 3 है उससे उस आप कोशिश करोगे कि जो 3 है उसको आप स्वैप कर दो 2 के साथ. क्योंकि मतलब पहले आप इसके लेफ्ट में, इसके यहाँ से 2 के जस्ट बाद आप ऐसा नंबर खोजोगे जो 2 से जस्ट बड़ा हो. ठीक है, तो 2 से जस्ट बड़ा नंबर क्या है, 3 है, तो आप स्वैप कर दोगे 1 3 2 से. आप यहाँ पे आए, ठीक है, मतलब 2 से 3 हो रहा था इंक्रीज, और फिर 3 के बाद डिक्रीज हो रहा है 1 में. मतलब फ्रॉम 2 it is increasing to 3, and then from 3 it is decreasing to 1. तो फर्स्ट डिक्रीजिंग पॉइंट इज 1. then you will move right. ठीक है, you will move to the right, and then what will you do is you will be moving to the right, and then you will be finding what is the minimum number. So minimum number was what, minimum number is 2, so you will be swapping 1, मतलब minimum number was 2. In the right, the minimum number which is greater than 1 was 2, so you will be swapping with 1. So it will be 2 3 and 1. This is 2 3 and 1. But again this is not the answer. The answer will be कि ये जो दो नंबर है 1 3 2, मतलब ये जो दो नंबर था इसको आपको रिवर्स करना होगा, तो इट विल बी 2 1 3. दिस इज द आंसर. I hope it is clear. So again what you can do is simple. Why it is the answer, I will be again explaining everything, every logic. Okay, so आपने क्या किया, आपने पहले देखा कि 2 से इंक्रीज हो रहा है 3, 3 से डिक्रीज हो रहा है 1, 3 से 1 डिक्रीज हो रहा है. इट इज क्लियर? हाँ, तो 2 से इंक्रीज हुआ 3, 3 से 1, तो आपने क्या किया, राइट में खोजा कि 1 से बड़ा नंबर कौन सा है. बट ये देखो 2 3 इंक्रीज हो रहा है, ऐसे 2 से 3 इंक्रीज हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो आप चाहोगे कि जो इंक्रीज हो रहा है वो इंक्रीज ना हो, वो डिक्रीज हो, क्योंकि आप क्या चाहते हो कि इससे जस्ट बड़ा, मतलब 2 से 3 आ रहा है, तो आप ऐसा चाहते हो कि पहले आप ऐसा कर लो, मतलब 2 3, मतलब इसको रिवर्स कर लो. रिवर्स करने से क्या होगा कि आपको जो नंबर मिलेगा वो आप ऐसा होगा कि 3 से जस्ट छोटा 2 आ रहा है. ठीक है, उसके बाद आप क्या करो कि इन इन द दिस पोजीशन आप खोजो कि 1 से जस्ट बड़ा नंबर कौन सा है. तो 1 से जो जस्ट बड़ा नंबर है वो क्या है, 1 से जस्ट बड़ा नंबर 2 है, तो आप स्वैप कर दो 2 1 3. उससे क्या हो गया कि आपका जो, जैसे ये जो नंबर है, आपका जो नंबर मिला, मतलब इधर वाला, स्वैप करने से पहले जो आपको इधर नंबर मिला वो पहले से क्या हो जाएगा, मिनिमम हो जाएगा. ठीक है, अब उसके बाद आप क्या करोगे, सिंपल जो 1 है उसको आप लाइक 1 को इधर डाल दोगे, तो फिर जो यहाँ, मतलब ये जो नेक्स्ट नंबर बनेगा, मतलब 1 को मैंने यहाँ डाला तो 2 किधर आ गया, ये आगे आ गया, तो ये जो हो जाएगा वो 1 2 3 से जस्ट बड़ा हो जाएगा. ओके सुलोचना. So again I'll explain this here. 2 1 3 2 3 1 3 1 2 means Sulochana, you were not able to understand this how I am explaining. Rocky, आपको समझ में आया? आप देखो जैसे 213 है, यहाँ पे अगेन आपने क्या किया, फर्स्ट आई लेट्स चेक हियर 213. So what is happening here in 213? I am just it here. I will be finding first moment of decrease where the number is decreasing. So I am at here 3 and the next number is 1 which is a decreasing number. So this is 1 and I need to, like this is 1 which is decreasing, then I need, what I need to do, this one I need to like move here. So simply what I will be doing is, because there is just one number 3 and which is greater than 1, so I'll simply swap this whole thing. So it will be a 3 means I'll swap 3 and 1. So it will be 2 3 1. Again let's check here 2 3 1. So after 1 means this is a just increasing number. 2 1 3 so just bigger number will be 2 3 1. Again here after 1 2 3 it is increasing. The first point of decreasing is 2. The first point of decreasing was 2. So this is the first point of decreasing 2. Then what you need to do is, this 1 and 3 is an increasing number. 1 से 3 क्या हो रहा है, इंक्रीज हो रहा है, बट यू वांट जस्ट बिगर देन दिस. तो आप क्या करोगे, इसको रिवर्स कर दोगे. जैसे ही रिवर्स कर दोगे तो ये जो 1 3 हो जाएगा वो क्या हो जाएगा, वो आपका मतलब इधर लेफ्ट से देखेंगे तो पहले क्या था, इंक्रीजिंग था, बट अब क्या हो जाएगा, वो डिक्रीजिंग हो गया. ठीक है, मतलब डिक्रीजिंग हो गया. और उसके बाद आप क्या करोगे, ये जो 2 है उसको आप इधर इसमें खोजोगे, इस पोजीशन में आप खोजोगे कि 2 से मतलब 2 से बड़ा नंबर कौन सा है. तो 2 से बड़ा नंबर क्या है, 3 है, ये पूरे राइट में जस्ट बड़ा. ठीक है, 2 से जस्ट बड़ा नंबर क्या है, 3. तो आप उसको स्वैप कर दोगे. तो आप क्या करोगे, 3 बड़ा नंबर 3 को स्वैप कर दो तो यू विल बी गेटिंग 312. सो 213 से जस्ट बड़ा नंबर क्या हो जाएगा, 312. अब यहाँ पे आपके पास 312 आया. अब यहाँ पे देखो 2 से क्या हो रहा है, 2 से जस्ट बड़ा नंबर मतलब 2 से जैसे आई मूव हियर दिस वन इज लेस देन 2. तो आपको क्या करना होगा, 1 को यहाँ ये जितने नंबर हैं उनसे, उसमें से जो 1 से जस्ट बड़ा नंबर है उसको स्वैप करना होगा. तो यहाँ हो जाएगा 3. 1 से जस्ट बड़ा नंबर था 2, बिकॉज यहाँ पे एक ही नंबर है. अगर मान लो कि जैसे इस एग्जाम्पल, हाँ तो यहाँ पे पहले इसको कंप्लीट करते हैं, देन दिस विल बी 3 2 1. बिकॉज आपको 1 के आगे यहाँ पे है, इसमें पहले क्या करना होगा, फर्स्ट यू हैव टू रिवर्स. रिवर्स करने के बाद यू हैव टू सिलेक्ट द मिनिमम. मिनिमम ग्रेटर देन द 1. मिनिमम ग्रेटर देन 1 मतलब 1 से बड़ा होना चाहिए और मिनिमम होना चाहिए. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि मिनिमम चूज कर लिया, मिनिमम तो चूज करना ही है, राइट. पहले रिवर्स कर लो. रिवर्स पहले ये पॉइंट स्टार्टिंग में क्या है, ये स्टार्टिंग में जो है वो आपका इधर से ऐसे इंक्रीज कर रहा है. ठीक है, तो आप पहले इसको रिवर्स कर दिए. तो रिवर्स कर दिए तो क्या हो गया, ये मतलब ऐसे डिक्रीज कर रहा है. मतलब यहाँ से यहाँ इंक्रीज करने कर रहा था, अब जो रिवर्स है वो डिक्रीज करेगा. रिवर्स करने के बाद मान लो पहले था 5 6 7, तो रिवर्स करने के बाद अब हो जाएगा, मतलब पहले था 7 6 5, रिवर्स करने के बाद हो जाएगा 5 6 7. और सपोज यहाँ पे है आपका, मान लो कि डिक्रीज किया तो यहाँ पे है मान लो कि यहाँ पे है तुम्हारा 4, या मान लो कि 4 ही है, 4 ही है. ठीक है, तो आपको आपको क्या करना है, 4 से आपको ये मतलब रिवर्स तो कर दिया 5 6 7. अब आपको क्या करना है, 4 से जस्ट बड़ा वैल्यू यहाँ पे देखना है कि 4 से जस्ट बड़ा वैल्यू कौन सा है. तो 4 से जो जस्ट बड़ा वैल्यू जो कि राइट में है वो क्या है, वो है 5. तो आप सिंपली स्वैप कर दो तो ये हो जाएगा 5 and 4. सो अगेन ये वाला एक चीज को वी विल बी ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड हियर. सो अगेन या 1 3 2 7 6 5 4. Let's check this example. Here I will be, what I am doing is, I am here 4 से it is increasing to 5, it is increasing to 6, it is increasing to 7. But the first point of decrease is 2. The first point of decrease is 2. Then what is happening? First point of decrease was 2. So now you will be simply reversing this. So now the number will become 4 5 6 and 7. Now after that you will be finding the minimum number out of this. So minimum number is 4. So you will be simply swapping 2 and 4. So 1 3 4 2 5 6 7. This is just bigger number than this. I hope it is clear, guys. So Rocky and other people who are watching, Sulochana and everyone, is it clear, the concept? So now let me again tell you one more thing. Suppose the number is 3 2 1. So 1 से 2 increase हुआ, 2 से 3 increase हुआ. So now what is happening, that this is already in increasing order. So this is already sorted. So what you need to do is just you need to simply reverse it. मतलब इसके just जो आगे होगा, because it is saying कि 3 2 1 के just आगे क्या होगा, जब फर्स्ट नंबर है वही हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो अगर ऐसा 3 2 1 आया तो आप सिंपली इसको रिवर्स कर दोगे, तो 1 2 3, मतलब पहले इट वाज सॉर्टेड इन डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में सॉर्टेड था, अब वो असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में सॉर्ट हो जाएगा, मीन्स 1 2 3। ओके, yeah, so I think Rocky, is it's clear for you now? So now let me write the pseudocode for this one. So simple, इसमें क्या हुआ कि देखो, ये this questions can come in the exam. They can give you any number and then suppose अब ये number आ गया, ठीक है। Last example ले लेते हैं, 1 3 4 2 5 6 7, and they are now asking कि what is the next bigger number than this. So let me like without using the concept, what will be the next number? It will be 1 3 4 5 2 6 7. तो व्हाट यू डिड, 7 से बढ़ा 6, 6 से बढ़ा 5, ठीक है। सॉरी, 1 नहीं नहीं, एक सेकेंड, 7 से 1 2, आई मेड अगेन मिस्टेक, 1 3 4 2 5, the bigger number will be 7 6. This will be the next bigger number, 1 3 4 2 5 7 6. So first I am at here 7, and I can say the moment of decrease, the first time where it is decreasing is this, ठीक है। अब नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, द फर्स्ट टाइम द डिक्रीज वाज 6, सो इसके बाद जो भी नंबर है उसको उसका जितना भी नंबर सबको रिवर्स कर देंगे, बट एक ही नंबर है तो रिवर्स करने के बाद भी 7 आएगा। 6 से जस्ट बड़ा नंबर 7 ही है, तो आप क्या करोगे, रिवर्स कर दोगे, तो 7 और 6। so simple, what will you do is, now let me write the pseudo code for this one. So pseudo code में क्या करना है, फर्स्ट you are checking, you are starting at this point, so suppose n I equals to n minus 1, and you will be moving to this point and you will be comparing with the just number to the left part. Okay, so you will be checking while, let me use the red pen, while ARR of I, suppose I am at this point, I want my number, next number, if it is greater, means I will be finding the first point where my this number is, मतलब डिक्रीजिंग पॉइंट देखना है। तो अगर इंक्रीज हो रहा है, इफ द नंबर सपोज आई एम 5, हियर इट इज 6, आई विल बी मूविंग अगेन फॉरवर्ड, बिकॉज आई विल बी ओनली स्टॉपिंग व्हेन देयर इज अ फर्स्ट पॉइंट ऑफ डिक्रीज। सो इफ द प्रीवियस नंबर इज ग्रेटर, then I will simply increase I plus plus, but I will also be checking ki this, like suppose I am at like the I should, suppose the number is like this 6 5 and 4, suppose 7 7 6 5. So if I am at this point, I can't compare the just this the previous element. Why? Because like I minus 1 will give you a null reference, so the I should be at the, means mostly it can be at the second element. So simple, I should be greater than 1, and this means I should be greater than equal to 1, means I should be at the second index. Okay, means I can't move I at the first index. If I is moved at the first index, suppose I is at 7, so I minus 1 will give you null value. So I कहाँ से कहाँ तक होगा, मतलब आपको जो चेक करना है, सपोज यहाँ से जो आप सपोज 7 में थे तो आप 7 और 6 को कंपेयर कर रहे थे, तो आप यहीं तक कर सकते हो 3 और 1, मतलब कोई कंपेरिजन करने के लिए you should have someone where from which you will be comparing. Okay, so this is I plus plus, so this will give you, यहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा आपको, वैसा I मिलेगा। सपोज यहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा, I प्लस प्लस, मतलब ये आपको ऐसा I दे रहा है जिसमें कि सपोज यहाँ पे 5 6 7 और सपोज यहाँ पे 4 है। तो हियर आई एम एट दिस पॉइंट, आई कंपेयर्ड विद दिस, 5 से बड़ा है 6, सो आई विल मूव I दिस पॉइंट, ठीक है। सो वाइल पुराना वाला बढ़ा है, हम I को बढ़ा देंगे, तो 5 से 6 बढ़ा तो I यहाँ पे आ गया, फिर 7 जो वो भी बढ़ा है 6 से, तो I यहाँ पे आ गया। बट जैसे ही I, अब यहाँ पे 7 है, यहाँ पे है, ठीक है। अब आप 7 को 4 से कंपेयर करोगे तो वो बड़ा नहीं है, 4 7 ही बड़ा है, तो अब I आगे बढ़ेगा ही नहीं। तो I विल बी पॉइंटिंग टू द जस्ट, मतलब जो फर्स्ट मोमेंट ऑफ डिक्रीज से जस्ट पहले I विल बी पॉइंटिंग, सो I विल बी एट दिस 7। ओके, Yeah, so I will be at pointing to the means this number will be 7. So जो ये नंबर है वो 4 है, ठीक है। तो आपको क्या करोगे कि ये जो नंबर है द फर्स्ट नंबर विच इज डिक्रीजिंग विच इज 4। सो सपोज अगर आई जो है अगर मान लो इनिशियली, हाँ तो अब उसको आप स्टोर कर लो, ये 4 को स्टोर कर लो, ठीक है। तो ये आई यहाँ पे है, तो ये जो 4 है तो इसको हम स्टोर कर लेते हैं इन नम, नंबर इज इक्वल्स टू हो जाएगा आपका ए आर आर ऑफ आई माइनस 1, because this is I, so this is the number 4. Now what you need to do is you need to simply reverse this to this, because my I found this is my number which is num, which is present at the index I minus 1. I need to reverse here to here, so simply I will reverse arr dot begin plus I से लेके arr dot end, so this will get reversed, ठीक है। and after reversing this will be 4 5 6 7. अब आप क्या करोगे, you will be finding the number which is greater than 4, okay, but which is just greater than 4, मतलब एक ऐसा नंबर खोजना जो कि 4 से जस्ट बड़ा है। तो 4 से तो 5 भी बड़ा है, 4 से 6 भी बड़ा है, 4 से 7 भी बड़ा है, but you have to find the minimum of it, okay। So this is the scenario here. Why? Because it can be like this, na, 3 5 8 and there is this number 4, this number is 4. So see, this is increasing 3 5 and 8. First point of decreasing is 4. I have to find a number which is greater than 4. So here the number which is greater than 4 are 8 and 5, but I need to choose the minimum which is 5. So what you need to do is first you need to find the number which is greater than 4 and which is minimum. So for int j is this is I, na, this is I. So for int j is equals to I, j less than n, comma j plus plus, you will be finding if arr of j जो है if it is greater than arr of I. This is the first condition. If arr of j means ये suppose यहाँ से आप start करोगे, j को iterate करोगे और इसको आप मान लो कि is greater than num, num मतलब नंबर जो है, ये वाला जो नंबर है, नंबर अगर ये जो जो भी नंबर होना चाहिए वो इस ये वाले नंबर से बड़ा होना चाहिए, ठीक है। अगर बड़ा है तो आप उसमें से मिनिमम सिलेक्ट कर रहे हो, तो एक वेरिएबल ले लो मिनी, मिनी इज इक्वल्स टू मिनी इक्वल्स टू मिनिमम ऑफ, इसमें भी लेट्स नॉट, आई नीड इंडेक्स, ओके, आई नीड द इंडेक्स, आई डोंट नीड 5, आई नीड कि 5 कौन से इंडेक्स में है। तो आप क्या करोगे, इनमें से मिनिमम नंबर लोगे जो कि 4 से बड़ा है। तो सिंपल आप करोगे कि इफ ए आर आर ऑफ जे यू नीड अ मिनी, चलो एक इंट ले लेते हैं मिनी, अब मिनी को इनिशियलाइज कर देते हैं, लेट्स इनिशियलाइज इट विद इंट मैक्स नॉर्मल। आप मिनिमम नंबर इस मिनी, दिस मिनी विल स्टोर द मिनिमम नंबर, सो दैट इज व्हाई यू विल बी इनिशियलाइजिंग विथ अ वेरी लार्ज नंबर, क्योंकि आप इसको मिनी को आपको बहुत कम लाना है। तो अगर आप मतलब उस एरे में ट्रेड करोगे, जैसे ही कोई भी नंबर मिनी से कम मिलेगा तो वो नंबर मिनी में चला जाएगा, क्योंकि मिनी क्या डिनोट कर रहा है, मिनिमम नंबर को डिनोट कर रहा है। इज इट क्लियर? क्योंकि देखो मैक्सिमम अगर एक वेरिएबल आपको मैक्सी है, दैट वांट्स फ्रॉम इन दिस वेरिएबल आई वांट टू स्टोर द मैक्सिमम नंबर, तो इसको इनिशियलाइज कर दो एकदम बहुत छोटे नंबर से, कि कोई भी नंबर मिलेगा तो वो क्या होगा, इससे तो इंट मीन से तो बड़ा ही होगा। इसलिए अगर आपको मैक्सी चाहिए तो आप इसको इनिशियलाइज करते हो इंट मीन से, अगर आपको मिनी चाहिए तो आप उसको इनिशियलाइज करते हो इंट मैक्स से। these two things you have to keep in mind. So if error of j is greater than, मतलब अगर मान लो कि error of j जो है वो लेस देन मिनी है, क्योंकि आपको क्या चाहिए, ऐसा नंबर मिनिमम नंबर चाहिए आपको। तो इफ error of j जो है वो लेस देन मिनी है, तो मिनी इज इक्वल्स टू हो जाएगा error of j। error of j is already greater than number, and also you need to store the index, so index will be equals to j, declare a variable int index, and then what you need to do is simple, ये खत्म हो गया। एट लास्ट यू विल बी सिंपली स्वैपिंग ARR of I with the ARR of J. So this is the whole thing. Okay, so this is the whole algorithm which is a pseudocode. I hope you are able to understand this pseudocode. अगेन आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग अगेन 3 4 5 8 7 रहेगा. व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज first moment of decrease. 3 say 5, 5 say 8, 7. This is the first moment of decrease. So this will be I, and this is the first moment of decrease. So error of I minus 1, swapping this. You will then what you need to do, you need to reverse this. So I reversed. So this will be 3 5 8. Then in the right I will find the index which is just greater than 7. Okay, so the number which is just greater than 7 is 8. 8 is just greater than 7. Okay, so 8 is just greater than 7. So what so this will be pointed by the index. Index say is saying this, I is saying this. So now I need to swap this and this. So I will be swapping, this is I, so this will be I minus 1. So I will be swapping this and this. Okay. So Rocky, is it clear? So should I move on to the next question? So if I, and the time complexity, let me discuss the time complexity. The time complexity will be simple. You are just iterating an array once only now. Yeah. So you are just iterating the array once. So the time complexity will be big O of n only, because you are just iterating an array once. Okay, so now let's move on to the next problem, which is and now the both the problems are very easy. Now this problem and both the problems will be solved in approximately 10 minutes of time. We will be solving these two problems. Rearrange array elements by sign. So here what you need to do is you can take I will be just explaining. So see, this is a array, number array. So here the number are, some numbers are positive, some numbers are negative. You need to store in the alternate form. Suppose 3 1 minus 2 minus 5. Let's read the problem. Don't we can just spend 5 minutes of time reading this. You are given a array zero index array nums of even length consisting of an equal number of positive and the negative integer. So what is happening, that the array will contain equal number of positive and negative integer. You should return the array of numbers such that the array follow the given conditions. Every consecutive pairs of integer has opposite sign. Okay, for all the integers with the same sign, the order is, means every consecutive integer will have opposites, and there are equal number of positive and negative number in the array. So here number of positives is how much, 3 1 and 2. So 3 are positive number. How many negative number are there? Minus 2 minus 5 minus 4. There are 3 negative numbers. Okay, you must return the array of numbers that have array follows the given conditions. Every consecutive pair of integer have opposite sign, means the consecutive pair should have opposite sign. Means suppose the array is 5 2 minus 4, I will have to give the integer in such a way that 3 के positive के बाद there is negative number, then there is again positive, there is again negative number, then again there is a positive, then again there is a negative number. For all the integers with the same sign, the order where present in the number is preserved. Preserve means अगर देखो 3 के बाद 1 आ रहा है, 1 के बाद 2 आ रहा है, तो 3 के बाद 1, 1 के बाद 2 ही आएगा. For all the positive numbers, the order will be preserved. For all the negative numbers, the order will be preserved. So here the negative number are minus 2, minus 5 and minus 4. So for all the negative numbers, the order will be preserved. For all the positive numbers, the order will be preserved. Okay, so यही चीज में हमें करना है. सिंपल सा चीज है इसमें. The best part was that you can use an extra space. So if it is you are using an extra space, this problem becomes a very easy problem. You don't need to do anything. We will be just be solving in 1 minute of time. कुछ भी नहीं करना है. This problem becomes too easy. This is 3 1 minus 2 minus 5 2 and minus 4. You need just take a vector. Okay, so first positive number, first I will be storing the rearrange array will be beginning with a positive, मतलब initially you will putting a positive number here. So what is the first, so I will be iterating from here to here. पॉजिटिव नंबर होगा उसको हम लोग क्या करेंगे, ऑड इंडेक्स पे रखेंगे. एंड जैसे ही निगेटिव नंबर आएगा, पॉजिटिव नंबर कीप एट ऑड इंडाइसेस and negative number keep at even indices. Keep at even indices. Sorry. Yeah. So positive number I will be keeping it odd indices. Negative number I will be keeping it even indices. This only I need to do. So odd indices मतलब जैसे यहाँ पे 3 4 5 6 था, तो ऑड नंबर को पहले यहाँ पे 3 को है यहाँ पे रख दो ऑड इंडाइसेस पे, 1 को जो है वो आप यहाँ पे रख दो ऑड इंडाइसेस में, एंड 2 को है यहाँ पे रख दो। अब ये जो निगेटिव नंबर है इसको -2 पे रखो, -5 पे रखो और -4 पे रखो, ये हमारा आंसर। अब इसको कैसे करेंगे, लेट मी अगेन दिस कीप इट हियर। So I will be again positive number. Let's declare by start 1. Start 1 will indicate positive number. Start 2 will indicate negative number. So here suppose this is start 1. Suppose I is here, ठीक है। और यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या करेंगे, ये इंडेक्स 0 है, इंडेक्स 1 है, इंडेक्स 2 है, इंडेक्स 3 है, इंडेक्स 4 है, इंडेक्स 5 है। 6 नंबर था, आई विल टेक 6 इंडेक्स। दिस विल बी start 1 here and there is a start 2 which is 0.1. दिस इज अ पॉजिटिव नंबर, स्टार्ट 1 विल इंडिकेट पॉजिटिव नंबर। पॉजिटिव नंबर आया, 3 को यहाँ पुट कर दो, आई आगे बढ़ेगा। दिस स्टार्ट 1 विल नाउ मूव टू द दिस पॉइंट, दिस इज अ स्टार्ट 1। दिस इज अगेन अ पॉजिटिव नंबर, दिस इज अ पॉजिटिव नंबर, आई विल मूव इट टू स्टार्ट 1। स्टार्ट 1 विल ऑलवेज बी एट ऑड इंडेक्स, यहाँ पे 1 आया, ठीक है। फिर स्टार्ट 1 विल मूव टू द दिस पोजीशन, सॉरी स्टार्ट 1 ऑड इंडाइसेस मतलब इसको इवन मान लेते हैं, मतलब 0 इज I was basically even indices and this will be at odd indices. Positive number will be at 0, 0 को मतलब basically I was taking index as 1 but initially normally arrays में index 0 से होता है, ठीक है, तो वो issue नहीं है। फिर यहाँ पे फिर क्या हुआ, मतलब start 1 जो है वो आगे बढ़ गया 4 पे, मतलब हम start 1 को increase करेंगे +2 से, ठीक है। और मतलब क्योंकि start 1 will always store positive number। अब again I moved, व्हाट इज दिस, दिस इज अ नेगेटिव नंबर। नेगेटिव नंबर को कहाँ रखेंगे, स्टार्ट 2 में। स्टार्ट 2 मतलब यहाँ पे, तो ये था ऑड, तो यहाँ नेगेटिव नंबर को स्टार्ट 2 में रखा और स्टार्ट 2 को फिर आगे बढ़ा दिया, स्टार्ट 2 को आगे बढ़ा दिया। अगेन नेगेटिव नंबर आया, नेगेटिव नंबर आया, स्टार्ट 2 पे रखेंगे, स्टार्ट 2 को आगे बढ़ा देंगे। पॉजिटिव नंबर आया, स्टार्ट 1 पे रखे, स्टार्ट 1 को आगे बढ़ा दिया, स्टार्ट 1 खत्म हो गया। नेगेटिव नंबर आया, स्टार्ट 2 पे रखे, स्टार्ट 2 को आगे बढ़ा दिया, ठीक है। मतलब इसको इंक्रीज किससे करेंगे, प्लस इक्वल्स टू 2 से, प्लस इक्वल टू 2 से, क्योंकि स्टार्ट 1 को हमें कहाँ रखना है, इवन नंबर पे, इवन इंडाइसेस पे रखना है। मतलब स्टार्ट 1 को हमें रखना है 0 पे, 2 पे, 4 पे, 6 पे। स्टार्ट 1 को कहाँ रखना है, 1 पे, 3 पे, 5 पे। आई होप you are able to understand this. So now is it clear, Rocky, if you are watching this? So now let's me write the pseudocode. So it was a very easy problem. What you need to do is you need to first declare a vector, let me declare a vector. Let me declare a vector. It was vector int v1. The size of the vector will be n and you are initializing by 0. Now what you are doing is for int, you have to also declare two things. First is int start1, which will point to the positive number. Let it keep it index 0. And then int start2, which will be at 1. And now let's iterate in the array. For int I equals to 0, I less than n, comma I plus plus. If the array has a positive number, if ARR of I is greater than 0, then I'll simply put v1 of a start 1 is equals to ARR of I, and then I will be, because this is a positive number na, so I will be putting at start 1 and start 1 will increase to plus equals to 2. So if it is at any even index, suppose it is at index number 4, then it will be move to index number 6. And similarly, else if ARR of I is less than 0, then again you will be simply doing v1 of start 2 equals to ARR of I and start 2 plus equals to 2. Simple. This is the whole algorithm. Okay. So this is the algorithm of the pseudocode which you need to do. Simple. This is completed. Now let's again move on to there is one more easy question, which is array leaders. So this is also very easy, not a difficult question. Let me read it. You are given an array ARR of positive integers. Your task is to find all the leaders in the array. An element is considered a leader if it is greater than or equal to all the elements to its right. You have been given an array ARR. You have to find all the leaders in the array. You have to find all the leaders in the array. Your task an element is considered a leader if it is greater than or equals to all the elements to the right. अगर element means what? If an element is considered a leader if it is greater than all the elements to its right. So आप अगर यहाँ राइट से स्टार्ट करना है और आपको देखना है लीडर कौन सा है, तो 2 के आगे कोई एलिमेंट नहीं है, तो 2 क्या हमारा लीडर एलिमेंट हो जाएगा. 5 5 क्या राइट 5 के आगे जितने नंबर्स है क्या वो सारे नंबर्स 5 से छोटे हैं, मींस एनी नंबर्स व्हिच इज अहेड ऑफ 5 आर ऑल दीज नंबर्स लेस देन 5. यस, तो 5 इज आल्सो अ लीडर. सो 3 after 3 like you will be storing maximum so far. Lekin let's not like normal check what is like how will you solve 3 after 3 all these numbers are they all the numbers are greater than 3? No, because 2 is not great means sorry all these 3 is a leader means what all the numbers which are to the right of 3 should be less. Are all the number less? No, because 5 is greater than 3, so 3 is not a leader. Are all the numbers to the right of 4 are less than 4? Are all the numbers right of 4 less than 4? No, because there is a 5. So again now come here. Are all the numbers which are at the this right of 17 are less than 17? Yes, all the numbers are less than 17. So 17 is a leader. So now move to 16. Are all the elements which are right of 17 right of 16? All the elements right of 16, all the elements which are right of 16, are they greater than 16? Sorry, are they less than leaders मतलब 16 ही बड़ा होना चाहिए. So all the elements which are right of 16, are they less than 16? No, 17 is greater than 16. So 16 is not a leader. So the leader are 7, 5 and 17, 5 and 2. So what I can, let's again take this example, then we will be moving forward. 1, all the elements to the right are less than 1. There is no element to the right, so 1 is a leader. Means the last element will always be a leader. 4, all the element to the right of 4, are they less than 4? Yes, so 4 is a leader. 2, all the elements to the 4 to the left of 2, are they less than 2? No, because there is 4 present. So now comes this 4, are all the elements less than 4? Yes, they are less than 4, but there is a equal to also. Even if there is a equal to, again it less than equal to is considered. So all the element to this 4, are they less than or equal to 4? Yes, so this 4 is again a leader. So now we will be checking this. Are all the elements which are right to 10 are less than 10? Yes, also 10 is a leader. So what you can do is you can just from here to here you can consider maximum so far, max so far. And if my current number is greater than maximum so far, like I am, if my current number is greater than these entire the maximum of these, then it will be greater than every number. Okay, so suppose इसमें से जो maximum क्या है वो है 4. अगर मेरा 10 4 से बड़ा है तो वो सबसे बड़ा होगा. So that is the thing, only you have to maintain maximum so far. So first thing which you need to remember is here is the first element will always be the leader element, will always be the leader element. मतलब sorry, last element will always be the leader element. तो ये जो लास्ट एलिमेंट है वो लीडर एलिमेंट होगा. एंड देन यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट मैक्सिमम सो फार. मैक्सिमम सो फार जैसे यहाँ पे है, अगेन आई एम explaining this, 1 second in short. Okay, so till this point what is maximum so far? Maximum so far is 2. फिर यहाँ पे maximum so far क्या है? 5 जो है वो 2 से बड़ा है तो maximum so far 5. now maximum so far again 5, maximum so far again 5, 17 आया, maximum so far 17, यहाँ 16, maximum so far 16. like this we have to do. So यहाँ पे 5 आया है. 5 आने से पहले ही आप देख लोगे, जैसे यहाँ पे आपने देखा अगेन, पहले इनिशियली आप यहाँ पे थे, आपको यहाँ से स्टार्ट करना होगा क्योंकि 2 is always a leader. Before this 5 यहाँ पे, before this 5 suppose I was at this point 2, so यहाँ पे maximum so far is 2, so here 5, so 5 means 2 क्या maximum so far till this point, okay, is 2. then then I'll maximum, so 5 is greater than 2, so 5 is, so leader में तो पहले से 2 था, but because 5 is greater than maximum so far, so 5 is also a leader. So I'll move this I, but I'll update I'll means update the like which is the maximum so far, because 5 is maximum so far, so this will be updated to 5. Again I will be comparing what 3. So I am at 3. So I previous to this what is maximum so far is 5, means इसमें से यहाँ तक का maximum 5 है. Is 3 greater than 5? No. So if 3 is not greater than 5, means overall 3 is not greater than any of, means 3 will not be the greatest, okay, because 3 is not greater than the maximum. So I will be again moving this यहाँ पे. फिर 4. So 4 यहाँ से यहाँ तक maximum so far is 5, ठीक है. This 4 comes, is 4 greater than 5? No, 4 is not greater than 5. Again I'll move here to 17, ठीक है. Is 17 greater than 5? Yes, 17 is greater than 5. So 17 is the leader, and also I have to update this 5 with 17. Again I move here. Is 16 greater than the maximum so far? No. So 16 is not a leader. So this is the thing. And so what I got is 17, 5 and 2. ठीक है. So let me again, but but what I will be putting is, first I will be putting in the vector 2, उसके बाद वेक्टर में क्या डाला 5 डाला, उसके बाद वेक्टर में क्या डाला 17 डाला. तो वेक्टर में तो I am putting in like this way. So my vector will contain, देखो, first the first leader was what, the first leader was 2, the first leader was 2, the next leader was 5, the next leader was 17. So my vector will store like this. So but the answer is 17, 5, 2. So I have to reverse this. So reversing will give me 17, 5, 2. So I will have to reverse my vector. So third is I have to reverse my vector. So there is just 3 steps which I have to do. So let me again let me write the pseudocode, because the pseudocode is very easy for this problem. So first you need to do is, first you have to this vector in suppose this is leader, okay. So leader मान लिया जाए, leader will which will be of sign n, and let's put it 0, ठीक है. अब आप क्या करोगे, इसमें लीडर ही मान लेते हैं, ठीक है. वेक्टर इन लीडर जरूरत नहीं है ऐसा, वेक्टर इन लीडर मान लो. सो अब आप मतलब ये इनिशियली खाली वेक्टर है, तो आप इसमें बार बार ऐसे पुश करते रहोगे. साइज नहीं डिक्लेयर, आई हैव नॉट डिक्लेयर द साइज, आई हैव डिक्लेयर एन एम्प्टी वेक्टर. सो फर्स्ट आई इन द लीडर लीडर dot push back. What I will be push backing? Push back ARR of n minus 1. Last element will always be the leader. Then you have to iterate from I equals to n minus 2, I greater than equals to 0, I minus minus, and I have to also have a variable in maximum so far, because it contains maximum. So I have to put what maximum so far as the last element. Suppose I am iterating from here now. So this is an array. Suppose array was 5, 10, 20, 40. This is a 40. So I will, this 40 will always be the leader element. So I will move from here to here, because this is already a leader. So maximum so far initially is 40. Okay. So so what I need to do is I need to check if ARR of I, is it greater than maximum so far. ARR of I, if it is greater than maximum so far, then I will simply push it into the leader dot push back ARR of I, ठीक है. Otherwise what I will be doing is simple leaders dot push back ARR of I, and then I will also update the maximum so far. So max so far will be equals to ARR of I. In this will be greater than or equal to. Why? Because like even if it is equal to, then I am considering it. So now I will be returning. I will have to again now reverse. मतलब जो भी हमारा लीडर आया है उसको क्या कि लीडर हमारा आएगा ऐसे, जैसे अगर यहाँ पे हमारा जो मतलब ये जो लीडर वेक्टर था वो था 2, 5, 17, बट आई नीडेड टू रिवर्स इट. सो रिवर्स करके आई एम गेटिंग 17, 52. So if I am reversing, I will be reversing ARR dot begin, comma ARR dot end. So this will be my answer. I will sorry, reverse leader dot begin, leader dot end, leader dot begin, leader dot end, and I will be returning leader, return leader. I hope you are able to understand, guys, how I have solved this problem. चार लोग कौन कौन से हैं? Rocky and other people, if you are attending, can you say hi? Rocky, आपको समझ में आया? And so the time complexity will be theta of n. इसमें we are not taking, we are taking an extra space, so extra space will be also equals to n. Yeah, so let and any other people who are watching, or like if you are watching recorded, you can see. And how was the class, Rocky? Like, were you able to understand all the five questions properly? Like, I hope you all who are watching recorded, the live content is very much important because you are able to interact. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the live. So even if you are watching it recorded, it's beneficial if you are watching it in live. So Rocky, do share. We also have a WhatsApp group. So and the Telegram group. The link will be given in the description. You all can join. And Rocky is already a member of that group. So please do provide the feedback there. Any more questions which you have to ask? Rocky, you can ask. Otherwise, let me. We will be ending the stream basically. Okay, so let's end the stream here.